Hi, lighthouses. Okay, I wanted to share with you because I just feel in my heart that there's some trauma or releasing or maybe ascension symptoms, all the changes that we are going through right now. In my heart, I feel that um, I see our planet as a big fixer-upper, like a new kitchen I've always wanted, or a piece of land that I want to get, which I am, and um, build a new house, a new foundation. Well, we have to clean up the old. You know it's going to get messy. You know we're going to have to make adjustments, not judgments. That's another thing. A little side note on the judgments. I've been noticing a lot with other channels that have been really providing a lot of connection between us, and we need to shift to more gratitude and appreciation and be cognizant of what we are thinking and feeling and putting out there, because um, it's going to be like a law of attraction, like Christ says, pray and ye shall receive, and absolutely always from God, number one. And coming from God is a part of this change, because, and I'm not going to preach, I'm just saying that my beliefs, my feelings, my truths, and my experiences, that when I listen to my Creator, I don't get into a car accident. I don't get a scratch on my car. Things I'm in my life, my experiences, my human experience that I learned from my own lessons. Like, we all have our own lessons and our learnings. Hopefully we get it sooner, not where they get louder, and all of us come to that realization when we grow up that we need to listen to our higher source, our God, our Creator of love. And so my point is that we talk to other people, realize that they are also a fractal of God too. We are a spiritual family, and that when we put information out there or a comment, we need to be careful of what we are doing, because we are also co-creators as a child of God, to be a fractal of God. We have to, I'm not saying we have to worldly prove in the ego. We need to lovingly connect and pause, just pause. And there's zillions of words in the English language that think about it, sleep on it, meditate on it, marinate on it, pray about it, what have you. Everyone comes from different walks of life and cultures. So my point is that before we start judgments or blaming or giving somebody else a hard time, realize what you're doing, because the universe, a mirror of God, is going to be a reflection back in our lives of, do I really want this lesson in life? Do I still need to resolve that? Because maybe the person who's being attacked is already come to that realization and lets it go, lets the negativity go, and we need to lift each other up. I was raised by my foster mom, never kick somebody when they're down. So give them a hand. Give them a hand. And, you know, no one is without having an issue. You know, we all have something to do, or else life would be really boring. So we have to shift. Do, you know, our choices, our decisions. You know, you want to judge your own life and look at decisions. Okay, criminal justice degree coming in here because we read cases all the time, and you have to see, yeah, people have drama in their lives, but they have a choice. That's our power. We have our power to say no. We have a power to say no to whatever is that's not resonating, that is not of freedom, not sovereign. So let's shift to thinking more about like helping each other, being humanitarian. Here I go again on my soapbox, but basically it's very important that we stay in our heart centers, because this is where source is, this is where our creator is. Our soul actually sits behind our heart, our physical heart. And when there's just like so much physiology and magical resonance with that on every level. So when we have to shift our thinking and issues that might hurt others, it's better to just pause and take a moment, take a deep breath and relax. And that'll also help any PTSD triggers, okay? So military veterans, you know, I totally have a heart for military veterans. I'm veteran, and we also have to learn how to change our thinking, because there are triggers that will, in trauma, and it doesn't have to be a military veteran. It could be, you know, someone raped, someone tortured, someone, you know, there's emotional abuse. There's people who've just like had negative, I don't know, mom or dad, I don't know, whatever issue. And there's ways that we can release that and soothe that and heal that. And there's a lot of, like, in a physical sense, we have essential oils, burning essential oils also in the diffuser, or a little oil with a candle. That also kills viruses and parasites and issues. That's what shamans, the Indians, used to use that for. And we also have, okay, so sage is also a way to clear, and it clears the energy, and prayer. We also have Palo Santo, that it works, you know. When my daughter's little puppy passed away, her dog passed away, and I really had a hard time with that. Every time I went to that spot, I would just break down crying. Well, that triggered me from that trauma. So when I burned Palo Santo, and I was just praying to Lord, you know, to clear this energy, and, you know, and then I started seeing him happy, and that he's safe and he's fine and he's just with us. Then, okay, so that shifted this releasing, burning this, releasing into smoke, like his body did with his spirit, and that energy really shifted. Oh, hi there, Mr. B and Mrs. B, or whatever. Probably smells like essential oil. Crystals raise the frequencies. Yes, these are healing because they raise the frequencies. It's physics, and each organ has a different frequency. So that's what some Reiki understands. Okay, so I'm gonna send a whisper to the bee. I'm busy right now, come back later, and please don't bite me. We also have, these are wonderful, from Clady and Kent Dunn, and he's on YouTube, Kent Dunn, and this is, he puts it to your voice tones, and this is like a neutralizer, so Kathleen, and this will resonate, this like for 30 seconds. Maybe I should have said kitty because I've been called kitty since I was 3. It works. It knows my heart. Okay, and then clear. And then he also has this one, Palladian Technology, kitty. And then this is the, for the, oh, I feel it already. You put your food, your water on it. It's a lot like the Tesla plates, okay? This is for the positive energy for 30 seconds. Then we have another modality. I'm trying to make a cup out of it. It's really tough. So I'm trying to do this. But anyways, there's plates. You can get different sizes. There's small ones that you can make like like to make a necklace with. But yeah, it's people have noticed that it works. Raises the vibration. It's supposed to work within like 369, you know, the Tesla healing energy, and he also my mind just got flooded with him. I just got to download on Tesla because he's so amazing. He's also a Palladian. He was like a collective that came here to give us free resources and something that we needed to learn with the inorganic ones. And another thing is forgiving and releasing them and having compassion. I listened to Cry On. He's channeled by Lee Carroll. And he's been around since the 80s. And he has books. And he has lots of free videos. That was his deal with Lee Carroll. To get this information out free, just as a loving soul. And he makes his money by like having like if you go on a cruise ship, or if you travel, it travels around the world. I think right now they're in Egypt. Of course, you know, that's gonna cost, an excursion is gonna cost money. So yeah, but it's not like nickel and diming everyone, which is another issue that I'm starting to see on YouTube and getting a little irked about, because we need to shift our consciousness into bartering, helping each other, doing like the galactics do. We need to drop the dollar bill. Now, if you do your research and your history on Jekyll Island, you will hopefully come to an understanding why that is very important. So, our humanitarian bartering is going to be more apparent, more visible. That is going to be between us. They want to get rid of the petrodollar and bring in metals. So what do you do with metals? Barter. And it's another rabbit hole. But get your seed banks together. Non-GMO, heirloom seeds, yes, as a currency, a positive currency of freedom, of feeding people. No one will starve. We will help each other and give knowledge to each other like a community, like our ancestors used to do. That's why we're here. We're here to teach this and help each other evolve into this peacefully. Nothing to be afraid of. It's like fixer-upper, right? So we are fixing up what we truly are creating, right? Okay, so here's another way that I like to relax and be creative. I love making stuff. I'm very artistic. Okay, so my ex-husband and I got tattoos, and I started with my kids, you know, so if you haven't noticed, but I love art. Love art. That is, I'm also an empath. A lot of people are, and that's why grounding is very important when you are an empath. And you don't even have to be an empath. I think we all are. It's just recognizing that we have empathy. And that's a good thing. We need empathy for each other. That's how we're going to be service to self and not service to, not service to, see? And also, we make mistakes. It's okay. We don't have to be perfect. Nothing is perfect but our divine creator. And that's okay. And don't let that get frustrating to you. And I know there's going to be things that are coming out, disclosure, but that's a blessing. I feel like finally, finally, because I've been waiting so long. Yes, at first, after reading weeklies, it was really hard. I did cry. I did have a lot to process. Yet, I realized that it's going to take each and every one of us to row this boat, to steer this boat. We can't be asleep at the helm and go down the waterfall. You know, we have responsibility to grab our rowing stick and be a part of steering this boat, this planet ship, into our beautiful fixer-upper that we want. You know, we want something awesome, right? Something beautiful, something natural. You know, like, have you ever been to like paradise? I love Hawaii. You know, you're like surrounded with beautiful smelling trees and smelling beautiful fragrant flowers and listening to the waterfalls and swimming in the waterfall. And the ocean has turtles. We swam with the turtles. I mean, this is the world that we have, and this is the world that we need to keep focused on, that we want to live in. And we're going to keep it that way, all right? We need to, it's okay to make changes, positive changes. And our living is going to be more book-gosh in life, but we're going to have freedom. We're going to have like canning. We can do all kinds of like homesteading, independence. Here's another way to ground. This is so good for empaths. Okay, have you seen the movie Earthing? I highly recommend seeing the movie Earthing. I think I got a clean, it got something sticky on it, maybe some candy. And anyways, you just plug this in. There's a little, I tied some yarn to it because I'm a knitter. Oh, this is heirloom and crocheted, by the way. I made this for my dog. My dog has a lot of hair, and it's springtime. It's really hot, so he's kind of like, really, Mom, you're going to put this on me when I've got, like, I'm sweating already? So poor Skipper, he needs a headache. He needs a haircut. And then he'll feel relieved. I gave him a bath instead. He was really happy about that. So anyways, I just tied it this little doohickey because it was really long. And you just plug this is your grounder, and you just put it right into your, you know, the 3 prongs, the third one in the middle, down at the bottom, it's the grounding. And so we put it right in here, doop, doop, right in the puggy nose. He's so cute. And this I had under my back, and just to test it out and see, because I was a little sore from moving, and I felt great. And a lot of people are like have some really profound from severe cases that have made them healthier. So there's another way to ground.